What's good, man? Y'all watching ag.speaks. Appreciate y'all for coming back. If it's your first time, appreciate you for checking me out. And I have another topic for y'all. In this topic, we'll be talking about how love is an action as well as a feeling. I feel like this is something that doesn't get spoken about a lot, which is why I wanted to make a video on it. When you say that you love somebody or you say you have a love for something, I feel like you can't just say it. You know what I mean? Now you can feel those emotions and feel that type of love, but love is also an action. Now an action doesn't have to be over the top. An action doesn't have to be like overexerting yourself or giving more than yourself than you can handle. Like love can be very exhausting if it's not used in a certain fashion. So what I mean, if you say you have love for somebody, having love for somebody is can be a multitude of things. If you say you love somebody, but every time they make a mistake, you bashing them, putting them down, making them feel like nothing or less than, that doesn't feel like love. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean by love is an action. So if you see somebody doing something that's not necessarily like them or not necessarily you agree with, it's a certain way to go about it. You should show empathy and compassion for how they may be feeling and force them to act that way, or at least have the listening ear to try to understand them before you just attack somebody. That's a action of love. Or an action of love could be just calling somebody, checking on them, making sure they doing well. Like that's like an action of love. Like you can still feel love for somebody without necessarily showing action, but they won't actually feel that love until you do show action. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say love is an action as well as a feeling. And also showing love for yourself. Showing love for yourself is actually probably the most important, because that's how you'll be able to show the most love to others and the most genuine love to others, when you can start showing genuine love for yourself. You claim that you love yourself, you claim that you really want to take yourself to the next level, but everything that you do is destructive to yourself. Like you're doing destructive things to your body, destructive things to your mind. You don't do anything healthy for yourself. That's not showing much love for yourself, because you will tell people all day that you love yourself. You will get online, get on Instagram, self-love is the best love and all this other stuff, and you will come up with all these reasons to convince yourself that you have so much love for yourself. But every day you wake up, you do things to destroy yourself. You eat terrible foods. You watch drama all day. You gossip all day. You don't do anything to help yourself out. You don't try to go out and make any money. You know what I mean? You don't do anything to try to help yourself out in life, period. Because whatever the reason, I don't know if it's because you're lazy, or I don't know if it's because you just don't have your mind together. I don't know what it may be. But when you love yourself, you actually do things to help yourself. You eat better food, you pray, you meditate, you walk outside, you get some sun, you make sure that you talk to people that you care about, you make sure that, you do certain things to keep your life up and keep yourself in line, you know what I mean? And when it comes down to other people, you got to do the same. You got to show that same type of love and that same type of action for other people as well in their lives, so they can feel like they can get through their day a little bit easier, you know what I'm saying? I feel like love is mostly a feeling, but ultimately, love is also an action as well. And I want that to be known with everybody. Like, don't ever just take it like, oh, I love this person, so I don't got to do nothing to show it. Like in marriages, like when people get married, people's marriages don't last just because they tell each other they love each other every day. That's not how that works. When you get married to somebody, you actually have to show signs that you love them. You have to continuously reinforce that love. Like you have to, what's the word they be using? You gotta what's the word that most of the time I feel like women be saying it, but it's basically like can't think of the name of the word. If y'all can think of the word, comment down below. But it's basically like I said, like reinforcing your love by like doing certain stuff, or like reminding them that you love them. It's a word for it that women always say. I need this, like I need you to remind me that you love me. But it's a word for it. I can't think of the word, so please excuse me. But yeah, like when you in a marriage with somebody, you wake up and cook them breakfast in bed, or you bring them flowers randomly, or you take them out to dinner, or you just make sure that they feel comfortable at night. You know what I'm saying? You make them hot chocolate, or just anything like that. Like just stuff like that will enforce your love for somebody and show them that you love them. Even though you tell them you love them and you really feel it in your heart that you got love for them, you'll die for them. You know what I'm saying? They could understand that, but until you start showing it, I feel like you won't be able to make it through the long haul. You know what I'm saying? As far as a marriage, as far as even boyfriend, girlfriend, like you have to show your love for people for them to actually feel like you love them. Even if in your heart and soul you know you love them, you still got to show it to them. You know what I'm saying? So love is also an action as well as a feeling, man. And I just want everybody to know that, like, if you feel kind of confused in your life about a certain person, and you don't understand why y'all just can't get along, or y'all just can't seem to find the right energy with each other, or it just don't seem like to be this. It don't seem to be the same type of energy as it was before, and you just really want to know why. Y'all started off real good, y'all was hitting it off at first, and now it ain't feeling like that no more. 9 out of 10 is because you aren't showing acts of love. And if you're not showing acts of love, people will start to question whether you love them or not. And that's not something you really want to go through with somebody you really love, because eventually they may leave, or they may get distant, or they may question your love. And questioning your love hurt the person that act. Like, if I actually love somebody and they question my love, that would hurt me if I really love them. Like, I know in my heart that I love you, but you really questioning if I love you or not. That's a an interesting feeling that I've went through before. I just feel like I want to talk to people about this, because I don't want other people to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not gonna make this video too long, but just some food for thought if you are going through anything like that. Hopefully that helps somebody out. And other than that, I ain't really got too much to say, man. I'm out.